because it is being recommended to me to trade with a hedging. If I could have taken this particular strategy, I must have got the 1100 call option at that particular time, or 1050 call option. 1050 call option I could have bought at an 52 level. I could have bought 400 put option that time at 17 rupees. Price point as per my estimation, most probably this will be quoting around some 75 to 77 level, and this could be quoting around some 11 rupees or 12 rupees level. So based on this, you can just estimate what will be your profit and losses. So you lost around 50 points here in the axis, 50 point. Out of that, some 25 to 30 points, 25 you have retraced back, and means here you are winning 12 point and 7 or 6 points you lost here. So you can say, all in all, though 10 days parameter is not crossed, but you have got a proper level. How means little bit of losses or profit will be there, but only 3 to 4 days are there, gone. So my point is, whenever you are estimating any trade as per the pair trade analysis with hedging, or some pairs also you will get without hedging, it will be recommending. So first search for a pair which is recommended to you without hedging, without the help of any hedging. Even though if you are hedging it, with specific options, give a due consideration to the time value of the option. If you are paying more time value, then you may not be getting much profit out of that. So, and also you can predetermine the profit and losses. If IndusInd Bank goes to 4,400, Axis will be going to 1100. So I will be losing 50 points in Axis. If it goes to that level of 1100, I am selling it around 1047. Same way, if I am buying the IndusInd Bank, I will be winning only 9 points. So you predetermine, pre-calculate, even though if I am entering in this trade with the option hedging or whatever may be, or without the option hedging, at that particular time frame, if those prices are getting hit, then how much profit I can earn and how much loss I can incur in this trade. So this is also a technique wherein you can pre-compute your profit and loss. You can pre-informed of your profit and loss. So with this I have ended the presentations. If anybody has any questions, can ask me. Yes. That is a relative term, but thing is that if you are starting with a trade around 1 lakh, you can able to take 1 or 2 strategy, not more than that. But as per the NSE rule, if you do not have 2 lakhs capital on your account, then you cannot able to sell any option. Suppose if you're buying the options is not an issue, but selling options required minimum 2 lakhs of capital as per the NSE rule, but it depend upon your broker. If he gives you a flexibility, you can also sell the options. But as per the rule, for selling an option, at least you should have margin of 2 lakhs. So that doesn't mean that that particular sale will take 2 lakhs. Yes, 2 lakhs of your portfolio value should be 2 lakhs, so that you can be selling any option. Selling of options is allowed. But you can start with 1 lakh also. But lesser the capital, you can't able to make it, because only you have to depend upon the buying side of options. And you have to involve one future, means it also takes some amount of margin and all, and some amount of some 20 to 25% of your capital you have to keep it for your M2M requirements and other things. Anything? All our softwares, it covers for the NSE stocks. It doesn't take for anything from the BSE. Stock futures you will get all equities associated with NSE. You will also get currencies, NSE currencies, and in the commodity segment only MCX you will get, not NCDX. All stocks you can take, all stocks, all Nifty stocks, NSE stocks will come, not Nifty stocks. But all Nifty futures will come. Suppose if you are doing in the pair trade, so there you need only the futures. So there you can't able to do trade with the equities. Only you have to take with the future. So all futures of NSE is being taken there. Any subject related question? Yes. Valid for 1 hour. Yes. Yes. Yeah. No, that case what I will say you, if you are not getting those levels within 1 hour, then you recalculate. Recalculate. Again, roll the data and recalculate. No, no, no. You cannot. Stock option, because because Nifty, once it maintains in the volatility band of 16 to 23 or 22, so you may not get the breakouts within 1 hour. So once if you are not getting the breakout, you change again you load the data after 1 hour and do the fresh calculation. So there your levels will be different. Slightly 1 or 2 rupees difference will be there. But stocks, why it is working? Because you are getting a higher volatility on those stocks. So what happens? That penetration happens very quickly. As I said to you, volatility volatility itself is not a principle. Volatility doesn't gives you the buy sell levels. Volatility doesn't gives you where you are buying and where you are selling. Volatility just refines the traditional principles of Elliott, Gann and Fibonacci. So here we programmed whenever the volatility is less than 20%, we are programmed with the Fibonacci. Whenever it is above 20 and means above 30 or 25 to 40 range, we are using the Gann. Above 40, we are using the Elliott. If you are not getting that means entry level, or if you, even though if you get the entry level but didn't get the target within 1 hour, then you have to recalculate, because during that 1 hour also your volatility will change. It will move with. Yes, sir. You are not going to calculate anything here. So everything is being coming from our server. So the data is coming from our server. Calculations are happening through our server. Suppose I will just show you one example. Suppose with the default data, I am just going to show you for volatility. So because he is being waiting for a long time to see that how the data interactions happen with the software. Suppose I have just opened up. I'll just show you with that. So once you open the software, you have to log in. This user ID and password will be given by us. Once that software is opened, herein you can just suppose volatility I am going for the volatility intraday. So what happens, I will just select the instrument. Suppose index future I have chosen, symbols are being loaded, Nifty or Bank Nifty. So here the expiry dates are loading. So any of the expiry days I can choose, October, November or December. So suppose I am choosing for the 31st October and I am just loading the data here. Once this data is being loaded, this is you are not entering anything here. So the data will be get loaded automatically to the system. You will get pop up with that data is loaded. Then you have to hit a button. Once you hit a button, it says that what is the, because this is being taken the default data on Friday's last traded price. So it may not be correct. These estimations will not be correct. So what you are getting here, buy entry is here 5975. This is your trailing stop loss, and this is your actual stop loss for buy entry. And this is the probability of going up. Current price trend, if it is analyzing, it is saying that 37% you have the chances to go up. And you have the 62% chances to fall down. Every time you do the calculation, you will get the probability of going up and coming down. Also, you will get how many points for the day it is going to scale. It is going to scale only 77 points for the day as per the volatility. And this is your entry. If you buy at 5975, your first target will be 5985. That time you have to trail your stop loss. Trail your stop loss means trailing stop loss also we have added, which is the midpoint of your entry. Because buy entry and first target's midpoint is the trailing stop loss one. So like this way, you will get the buy entry, sell entry. Suppose if you want for any other equity, suppose you want. or if you want for the currencies future. So only you have to select the instrument here, then select the symbol for that instrument, then you can just load the data, and once the data will be get loaded, here the percentage symbols will come. So it will say that whether the data is loading properly or not. So once the data is loaded, you have to just hit in the calculate. That's what you have to do. In the equities, you will be having more symbols. So what you have to do, suppose I want State Bank of India. It is being, I have to hit on the S. So all the stocks associated with the S will be coming. So I can just choose any stock of my choice. Commodities also same thing. If you just go for the commodities here, we have given the separate for the commodities. But commodities, we are getting some delayed data. Somewhat data is delayed. So for that, to bring some accuracy into that, we want that user should just give that current price. Current price, whatever you are getting on the terminal, that you just feed it. We are getting some default data. It may not be matching with the current price. So what you have to do here, suppose you have to just select the silver mini if I am selling. So it will ask for the 10 seconds to just load the data. So slightly delayed it is. So 10 seconds, during that also the current prices will change. So here you just all the means it has all the August is gone. So November series we have. So once this November series we are loading here, and it will ask to, now you can just load the data. But the data what you have loaded, it may not be, the current data has not come. So for that reason only, just for the accuracy sake. So we are giving you that, you just put it. Suppose 48,000 is currently flagging on my screen. So it's just provide it so that the system will match it. If your data is latest one, then it will do the calculations according to your data. So just hit the calculate button. Current only for commodities. For others, we are getting the up-to-date data. It is not exactly like that. It is arranged by us. So it is arranged by us. No, current data only for, you are giving for only for commodities. You are not giving for all equities, futures and all. There you are getting means tick data, tick by tick data you are getting. Only here it is a delay of 10 seconds. So during that 10 seconds the prices can, so we can hide it to sell the tool, we can hide it and say that, but it will be an injustice to the traders. So it is a 10-second matters, but up to 1 minute, 2 minutes people can hide it. We can hide it and sell the tool because my data is very proper and it comes, but it will become an injustice to the buyer. So for that we have given so that, okay, you just put that only one entry, you can just punch some 5 digits. So that let it compare whatever the data we got and whatever the data you are inputting. If it doesn't match, then you will take your data and it will do the calculations accordingly. Yes, sir. Can you come somewhat forward? I am not able to hear you. No, normally if you are doing the intraday options, whatever the closest near, first you are estimating the trend. Where is my positive trend, where is my negative trend? Based on that you are estimating where, means whether to buy a call option or put option. Okay, so there all strikes are being loaded. You have to just choose the nearest strike. Why that means nearest strike I am choosing? Because those nearest strike will have greater amount of liquidity for intraday. If you are choosing some deep out of money options, deep in the money options, liquidity will be very less and the bid and offer price will have a huge difference of 10-15 rupees. So you have to manually choose, make the choice of that. It will load all the strikes because we cannot restrict the strikes because it comes as a data, it comes as a whole that yes, all these strikes are available for trading. So now you need to make a choice that which strike I will choose. Yeah, it is there. Any other question? GAN. Fibonacci. Volatility software incorporates that. Volatility software. No, certain people they trust on the GAN more. So certain people they trust only on the Fibonacci. So this is my estimation which says that you use the Fibonacci here and GAN here and Elliott here. But suppose if you want independent, no, I just want only on the GANs to work. So that time you need the GAN levels. But in the volatility software, we have automatized that part. It uses GAN, it uses Elliott, it uses the Fibonacci. GAN, Elliott and Fibonacci, three things you will get that. It comes with the volatility, it comes with the integrated tool. Integrated tool is just a platform of all our tools, except the option strategy, because there you need extensive training to use it, except the pair trade, because there you need something to learn on the pair trade, then only you can able to use it. Yes. You can use it for the positional also. Yes. 1 minute. Yes. Fibonacci. GAN. In this particular software, we have used the GARCH approach, General Auto-Regressive Approach, GARCH. There is an approach called for real-time volatility. The demonstration what I have given you, that is a logarithmic approach. That is till the previous day's closing. But you can't able to, using that method, you can't able to calculate for the real time. At 12 o'clock, what is the volatility? At 11 o'clock, what is the volatility? So for that, we have used a method called GARCH method, GARCH, General Auto-Regressive Approach. So that will give you the real-time volatility at 11 o'clock, at 12 o'clock, at 1 o'clock. But this method, logarithmic method, you can't able to get the real-time volatility. Based on volatility, same, based on if it is a high volatility counter is there. Most of the commodities, they maintain around that below 20, some like some base metal like copper and other things below 20. Crudes and all, they maintain above 20. So based on this, you just have a choice. But there you know just make a changes like that. Instead of taking the trend confirmation from 0.382, make it is a point from 0.236, because those are the global instruments. So you take a confirmation from 0.236. Number of, as I said to you, the software will not tell you these things like you hold it for 5 days, it will give you profit. Software will not tell you that you initiate this counter, hold it for 5 days and it will result in profit. Because that will be, it is a mechanical device. Like if you buy a means four-wheeler, if you are thinking that maybe in future it will come, but current stage, if you cannot expect that yes, I will get into the car, I'll say that take me to this place and car will automatically drive and take me. It's not like that. Here you predetermine. What is, if you are just entering, buying a call, buying a future, selling a future, it doesn't have any logic. Why you are buying that, why you are selling that? It doesn't have a logic. Here in the pair trade, you are doing the ratio analysis. What Johnson's alpha says, what Trainer ratio says, what Sharpe ratio says, what the correlation says. Based on that, you do the analysis and it gives you means output in that form. So I have chosen 3 stocks. Out of these 3 stocks, which is cheaper at this particular time, it may not be cheaper tomorrow. At this, which is cheaper, so obviously our attention that we should buy a cheaper commodity and sell a costliest. That is called your pair trade. But that should not happen blindly. You cannot say that SBI has fallen by 5%, ICICI is gone up by 1%, then I should buy SBI and sell the ICICI. That is not pair trade. Many people used to say like that, but it is not pair trade. Sometime maybe some lagging growth will be, means previously some growth will be there. Maybe today that adjustment is happening. Okay, so at that particular time, and this does the analysis from the past 3 months data. Past 3 months price analysis is does, and based on that it says beta decoupling this much, Sharpe ratio, Trainer ratio, all these things are this much. Based on that it decides. Hmm. Hmm. Both are different. That is black and soul. This is binomial. Yes. But that is a black and soul, only just a simple black and soul model we have just. Yes, sir. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Yes, but that time you have to change the price points. The price point what you have taken last day estimated, but today it's up or gap down. So which is not coinciding, means above your predicted or calculated points. Then you need to change it. You need to change that last traded price you have to remove and you have to enter the today's opening price. Hmm. Will be lesser. No, no, it will be lesser. Gap up or gap down days, it's lesser. The reason is volatility what is being carried forward from yesterday. Today in the opening itself it got factored. So then there is no opportunity is left out, no stream or no demand is left out in the market. So what happens? The traders, either the traders who are holding the position, they will be waiting for the booking the profit, or they want that some fresh capital should enter to the market and it should propel further, or some news or some outcome should propel. Okay, so for that reason only, what you have to do now, those days, better to avoid. If you are not going to avoid, then do a recalculations and all. But you won't get 100% targets on those days. Hardly some one or two levels you will penetrate. Hmm. Hmm. You can upgrade it to the automated. It will be just in site we have given, so it will cost you some 2000. Null price 6500. You will be paying only 2500. Only the data cost you will be paying. Manual addition means you have to enter those data manually. You will get both. You will get manual as well as the automated. Where certain after certain time, after using 1 year, suppose you say that no, I don't want to keep it and I just don't want to pay for the data. At least the manual will be there. You can able to use it for life. Pardon me, sir. So here, other utility softwares means you will be getting Camrilla, you will getting Elliott, Fibonacci, Trend Finder. So you will also get pivot point. All these things you will get. Suppose pivot point you want to this. Suppose if you want for the State Bank of India, if you are just you need to just select the stocks and just hit the calculate. So it will load the data and give the pivot point these things. After 15 minutes of the market opens. So that time prices will settle. But as soon as market opens, you can use it. Data will flow to that. But better let that data to settle down. For 5-10 minutes you give so that the data will be settled down. Then you can just start using it. No, not like that. If you are not getting your anticipated target, then you need to refresh, or else not. You can use it, but thing is that the next day if there is a gap up or gap down opening, then that will be a problem. No? So at that time you can say, as when you are aiming to enter the trade, that time itself you do the calculations and take a call accordingly, instead of just sticking to that previous data. Because today it is correct, but tomorrow if there is a gap up or gap down, you won't get the chances. Na? Hmm. No, no, here you are not going to give any 1 hour. This is automatically being trapped. Na? The data is already trapped. So it is 1 hour and all, whatever I have told in the explanation. So this is not volatility also, that 1 hour and all, you need not have to give any time frame. Data is already trapped as per your requirement. Hmm. For 1 hour. For displays, you have to follow for 1 hour. For commodity also. Yes, that time if you don't get a breakout, suppose you got a price X, you should buy, price Y, you should sell. You have not, you can save it. There is a button to save it. So you can just, you didn't get any level to enter there also. That time what happens, the volatility has shrunk or reduced during that 1 hour period. So if you recalculate, you will get a fresh, the new volatility and the new levels. So that time maybe the 1 hour before volatility will be higher. Now that has come down. Option, if you are forming the option strategy, then better I will suggest you do a study around afternoon. If you, because you are going to carry it for the 4 to 5 days period, minimum 2 to 3 days or 5 days period if you are going to carry, then you can say that you just do the analysis around some noon, around 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. You will get some time to enter it. You can replan your delta, all those things. Then you can just get a chance around that time itself, and around 3:30 you will not have current expiry you do, because you are neutralizing the factor, na? You are suppose if you are saying that no, by expiry my time value will decay, so you bring it to theta 0. Like delta I have derived 0, so you bring it to theta 0. So your time value will not be impacted at all. But for that you need one means when to use theta, because always bringing time value to 0 it won't benefit. You will do all the trades, but you won't result in profit. Certain times when we are anticipating that there is a huge momentum will be there, so that time we ignore the theta, better we used to stick to delta. So the prices will be having very huge moment, that you will neutralize, so other factors will add it to your profit. Hmm. Hmm. That we will be making it. So one symbol, one alphabet is the things on the yes, it is coming. Yeah, yeah. Now we'll make it. We'll make it. So alphabetically you can make a choice so that those symbols will alone can. You can reduce the symbols also, because all symbol, that text file whatever we have given, from there you just go and remove all the symbols, whatever 4-5 symbols you want, you can just put it there. Suppose if you go here, like if you have installed, so if you go to this my computer and C drive, program files, and if you go for, this is our smart finance, all softwares will be there. If I am going for volatility software, symbols, all this text file is there. This has all symbols, equity symbols. You can reduce whatever the symbols you are not using. So this is a text file only. So you can just reduce it, remove those symbols. Because all 3,600 companies you will not be doing. So whichever you are doing, you just put it. Whichever you are not doing, remove it. So that list will reduce. And you should not change the file name. Suppose index we have given only for this thing. So these are the things is non-tradable. Index infra, all these things is not there. So you can just remove it. So by default we will give all the things, because software installation itself it will get loaded. Currencies means currency what you want? Currency future? Hmm. Hmm. Currency options. The currency I don't have any examples now. Yes, currency option strategies you are talking about. No, no. No, I didn't keep for this.